Seconds to go until the reveal of which cities in the UK will be on the shortlist for Eurovision.
Now we're going to hand over to Zoe Ball on Radio 2 for the big reveal. She's also joined by Scott Mills.
The Kalish Orchestra, Stefania. Deep breath, everyone. It is 8:36 and you are listening to BBC Radio 2. And good morning if you are watching live right now on BBC Breakfast. We are about to reveal some huge Eurovision news. Hello, Scott Mills.
Good morning, Zoe Ball.
This is very exciting. Here you are in your soon-to-be new home.
I know.
You're going to be next door.
It's exciting that we're talking about Eurovision in August.
I know, it is. It really, really is. So what are we doing today, Scott?
Okay, so we're about to reveal the UK cities shortlisted to host the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 next year. Obviously, Ukraine won this year, but we know that they can't safely host the contest, so we are helping them out and bringing the party to the UK.
We are. Eurovision in the UK in 2023 in support of Ukraine and their beautiful, unique culture. Cities have been announcing their bids over the last few weeks, Scott.
Yeah, so here's what's happened. If you don't know, 20 cities have sent in what are called expressions of interest.
I like that, the official term.
It's very official. To host next year across all 4 nations of the UK. Now, the most important thing was these cities kind of demonstrating how they'll reflect Ukrainian culture and music and communities. But you've got to remember, it feels like a long time ago, but this is not the first time the UK has hosted Eurovision. It's actually been here 8 times. It might be a hazy memory, but it's been in London, Edinburgh, Brighton, Harrogate and Birmingham before now. We're actually one of the countries that have hosted it the most over the years.
Of course. ABBA in Brighton, wasn't that the year that the ABBA won?
That's right.
Of course. So, from those 20, Scott, there is a shortlist that you have not seen yet. But before we go any further, deep breath, this is a bit of a moment for me because I'm a huge fan.
I know.
Okay. We have the executive supervisor of the Eurovision Song Contest with us. It is only Martin Osterdahl. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
Good morning, Martin.
How are you, Martin?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Oh, I'm a big fan, Martin, I have to say. And Martin is overseeing, isn't he, for us?
Martin is, I know we've got him on the line now, but he's very important. Here's the big boss at Eurovision. He's the one you see on the final when they cross over to him and they say, Martin, are the votes ready? And he says, yes, they are. You're good to go.
The man in charge.
He's very important.
He is. Martin, a very exciting day today for us all.
It is. We've waited for 25 years for Eurovision to be hosted in the UK, so very exciting.
OK, 25 years has been a long wait. Now, the most important question, Martin, before we go any further and announce the shortlist. Martin, are we good to go?
Well, yes, the cities have been checked and verified, and we are good to go.
Yes! Thank you, Martin!
He said it!
Oh, he said those words. So, Scott, the shortlist is in an envelope. It's in front of you. Are you ready?
This is such an honour.
Let's do this.
All right, so we know there are 7 cities on the shortlist.
OK. Scott's opening the gold envelope. And
So,
Scott, who are they?
In alphabetical order, the 7 cities shortlisted to host the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest are Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, and Sheffield.
Oh,
And that's it.
That was really tense.
So those are the 7 cities who could be hosting Eurovision next year.
There are many people listening to this right now leaping up and down in glee. They're going bonkers in Birmingham. They are giddy in Glasgow. They've gone la-la in Leeds and in Liverpool.
You know, there are mayors and like heads of cities out everywhere just hoping. It's really, it's like sport. It's
huge
exciting.
cheers have gone up in Manchester and in Newcastle and in Sheffield. Those are the 7 cities that could be hosting Eurovision next year. Scott, how have these cities been picked?
Well, it's a lot of factors. So these are all cities that have the capability and the capacity, importantly, and experience to host an event which, you know, some people kind of rubbish the Eurovision Song Contest. It's huge.
It is massive, isn't it? It is a beast.
It's a beast. It's big and it's complicated as an event to put on. But also, it's cities that have the passion to put on a contest like this because of time, you know, past experience with huge international events. That is a big factor. And also being able to host a celebration of modern music, you know.
So what happens next, Scott?
So the next thing that happens is these cities now go through to the second and final stage, and then the cities have to give a little bit more detail about their plan. So this is like the initial bit, but then they have to fill in some more details, and then the final decision gets made based on which city or region scores highest against the BBC's criteria. I probably got it somewhere like at home, but I won't read it to you now.
You can read that to us at length. I know, because Charlie and Naga are waiting to get on with the rest of the show.
It's a long document.
It's a long document.
But
okay.
It's things like having, you know, a big enough venue and space and money, and as well how Ukrainian culture and music can be showcased on TV and on the ground.
Okay, and the big question, Scott, when can we expect to find out where Eurovision will be next year? Which city will win the bid?
So we're August now, summer, so I don't think it will be that soon. They're saying autumn time, and that will be once the BBC and the EBU have decided.
Okay, when the big bosses have made that decision. Scott, thank you for coming in this morning.
Absolute
we're
honour,
very much looking forward to welcome you into the heart of Radio 2. Good luck to Birmingham and Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle and Sheffield. Thank you so much to Martin for being on the show with us, and you, Scott. Naga and Charlie on BBC Breakfast is back to you.
Zoe Ball, thank you very much. So there we have it. Do you want to go through the list?
Yeah, so we have, this is in alphabetical order, no preferences here. Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, Sheffield. I rather like the boss of Eurovision saying it was like NASA, wasn't it?
It's what they say, isn't it?
We're good to go.
Yeah, they've been verified and good to go. OK, so we have our correspondents in 2 of those cities on the shortlist. We've got David Silito, who's in Liverpool. Of course, Daniel Rosny is in Glasgow. Hey, that's one step forward, isn't it, David?
I can tell you, we gathered everyone together, and what a relief. Guys, you've made it to the list. Well, Mayor Joe Anderson, the job now is you've got to prove that you can actually host it, because, you know, there's a long way to go yet, isn't there?
Absolutely, but no sweat, we're really good at this. We're really good at throwing a party. We're massive campaigners for social justice. We'll work with our Ukrainian partners and friends and people to give them the best party ever. And as you can see, our beautiful city, it's perfect on our waterfront to host an event like this.
Now, there is a question, isn't there? This is expensive to put on. I mean, there are a lot of calls on money. I mean, there are issues as well in Liverpool. I mean, can you afford it?
Every local authority in the country has got issues around finance. It's a question for every city. But of course, all the problems we have ahead of us, what would we be if we couldn't throw a party to celebrate what is a fantastic opportunity to be a part of this? The combined authority will help, we'll give loads of contribution in kind, but the city are right behind us, and this is something we really want to do.
Are you confident?
I'm confident I am. I think our city is fantastic and we meet all the criteria, but also, you know, with a UNESCO World Heritage City, with the first city in the UK, or the only city in the UK to be European Capital of Culture, we've just got everything going for us in relation to this event.
Sonia. You must be pleased.
I'm absolutely over the moon. It's going to be fab. I mean, as you say, we tick all the boxes, don't we? And you've got to come and see our beautiful, beautiful city.
Do you think it would work down here on the waterfront? I mean, we've got the arena there, isn't there?
Well, we've got the arena. As I say, we tick all the boxes. We've got all the criteria, the atmosphere, the buzz, the one big, massive party. It would be absolutely brilliant.
Do you think it actually is going to be here in May 2023?
Do you know what? I've got the feeling that we could actually do this. And, you know, the music alone, people want to come and see, feel the culture, see the city, and just have a blast.
I mean, there is a little bit of a music heritage here, isn't there? I'm looking at these chaps behind you.
Just a wee bit, yeah.
To all of you, thank you so much getting up early there, but happy, smiling faces here in Liverpool. I mean, it's a short list. There are 7, there are other competition, but I'm a bit partial this morning. I don't think the others stand a chance. Don't think they stand a chance here. And it's glorious weather out here, and I could just imagine it. We're back here, May 2023 in Liverpool, unless other cities have got their own thoughts on that matter.
Might you know, David. Let's go straight to one of those. Glasgow. Daniel's there for us this morning. Lots of great cities on this shortlist now. Glasgow has a fine history of holding big events. Now you know, you're on the list.
Yes, Glasgow is on the list. And let's remind ourselves, for the first time in a generation, not since 1998, will the world's largest live music event come to the United Kingdom. More than 160 million watch. And there'll be people in Glasgow celebrating today. Now that is on the shortlist, one of 7 though. Adam Robinson, a huge Eurovision fan. How are you feeling?
It's so surreal, but so incredible to think it could be in there, and next year I could be walking up with my ticket to enter the venue where I got my first COVID vaccine in there. I've seen so many gigs in there. I saw my first concert in the SEC in that building over there. It's incredible, and we'll do so well. It'll be such an amazing Eurovision.
So you only live 15 minutes away, so you know that this site here is no stranger to hosting international events. The big climate change conference, COP26, was here last year. As you say, there are conference centres here that could host the journalists. There'll be thousands of journalists who rock up to wherever it is in the United Kingdom. So we're through to the next stage. Convince those who've never been to Glasgow why Eurovision should host it next year.
I don't know why you wouldn't have been to Glasgow. It's the best city on earth. But coming here to host Eurovision, we've got everything. We've got the venues, we've got the hotels, we've got the bars, we've got the clubs, we've got the people, we've got the culture, we've got museums. We've just got so much going for us. And it would just be the biggest party, and we know how to party. Glasgow knows how to party.
Glasgow was the setting. It was used in the Netflix film, the Eurovision film that's on Netflix, and it could be coming here. We'll find out probably, as Scott Mills was saying before, in probably September or October, exactly where it will be in May 2023.
Very good, Daniel. Thank you very much. So just to recap for you, so we have 7 cities in all vying for Eurovision. Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle and Sheffield. It's like the race has begun.
And the enthusiasm is a bit contagious, really. Lovely.
Yeah.